This video is going to be about how to write fractions in simplest form. Now there's a couple of ways that we describe simplest form. We may call it reducing your fraction to lowest terms, or we might just say please reduce your fractions. But how we do that is we find the GCF. Now the GCF means greatest common factor. Now, when we're doing this, we are taking our fraction and we are creating another equivalent fraction using division. So let's look at something like 28/36. We need to check to see if we can reduce this fraction or write it in simplest terms. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out all the factors of 28. Now, if you know your multiplication facts, this should be simple. And then I also need to list the factors of 36. Well, the first two factors of 28 are the simplest. 1 times 28. Then it's even. So something times 2. So 2 times 14. And then, of course, 4 times 7. And then over to 36. 1 times 36. It is even. So 2 times 18. And then 3 times 12. And then 4 times 9. And then 6 times 6. I'm going to come over here to my fraction. I'm going to bring out that line just a little bit, and I'm going to add my 2 dots here. And I'm going to write my factors from least to greatest for each number. So 1, 2, 4, 7, 28. And I'm going to do the same for 36. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I don't have to write 6 again. I can just write it once. And then 9, 12, 18, 36. I'm going to extend this line a little bit. Now, once I have all the factors written, I need to circle the ones that they have in common. They both share 1, they both share 2, and they both share a 4. And then that is it. Now, the GCF for this one, the greatest common factor, is 4. So I'm going to take my 28/36 and I'm going to divide the numerator by 4 and the denominator by 4. And when I do that, I get 7/9. And that is 28/36 reduced down to its simplest form. Let's look at another one. 6/12. I'm going to extend my line here. I'm going to write all the factors of 6, which is 1, 2, 3, and 6. And then I'm going to do the same for 12, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. I'm going to circle all the factors that they have in common. And I'm going to look for the factor, the biggest factor they have in common, which in this case is 6. So I'm going to use that GCF to reduce my fraction. 6 divided by 6 is 1. 12 divided by 6 is 2. So 6/12 written in simplest form is 1/2. Let's look at another one. Let's look at something like 6/7. Now I'm going to list all the factors of 6 again. And then I'm going to list all the factors of 7. 7 is prime because it only has 2 factors. I'm going to circle the ones that they have in common. and its GCF is 1. Now, watch what happens when I divide my numerator and my denominator by 1. 6 divided by 1 is 6. 7 divided by 1 is 7. If you notice, the numerator and the denominator does not change. That means that 6/7 is already in simplest form. If its GCF is 1, you don't have to worry about reducing it down. It's already reduced. We'll do one more. Let's look at 6/21s. And I'm going to draw my line out here. I'm going to write the factors of 6. I'm also going to write the factors of 21. I'm going to circle all the factors that they have in common, which is the 1 and the 3. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to divide, oh, not 12, 21. Divide by 21. My numerator's, or sorry, my denominator is 21. The GCF is 3. So 6 divided by 3 is 2. 21 divided by 3 is 7. So 2/7 is written in simplest form. And that is how you simplify fractions.